Come on, everybody, it's summertime. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. Raw's got Goldberg, Triple H. We've got those two guys. Brock, Kurt Angle. We'll get Vince McMahon running around battering people. We've even got a Klein taking on Benoit. What's not to love about SmackDown?
The A Show, as some people have always referred to it as, and you know what? At this moment in time, I think it has. I think for a long period, I would say certainly since Mania onwards, I think SmackDown has been the better show consistently. You've had a lot of McMahon on it though, so that kind of definitely helps. But of course, your main event scene, you've got Brock Lesnar, which is he's pretty damn good. We've got Undertaker as well, and you feel like you've got a good mid-card mix in there with Benoit and Guerrero, and of course the upcoming John Cena. What's not to love about the Blue brand right now? And you know, tonight was another pretty good show. I would go as far as saying though it probably was like one of the weaker SmackDowns I think we've seen in a while, but the SmackDown standards have been high so far, so that's not necessarily a dig. That doesn't mean it's a bad show, but I do think we've seen stronger SmackDowns.
I would agree with that.
Months.
But also, put a lot into next week's. We're getting Brock versus McMahon in a steel cage next week. And we're getting Taker versus Cena Vengeance rematch. So just a wee SmackDown next week.
Yeah, and you know, like, maybe that's the way it works. You know, you're coming after the pay-per-view. If you're going to cool down a little bit, it's normally going to be the show after the pay-per-view. But I tell you what, if you weren't impressed with this week's show, you'll certainly be impressed by next week's with the amount of advertising and promotion it got, and the booking in advance here. You're getting Cena versus Taker again for the third time in like the space of a few months.
Brilliant.
You're getting McMahon stepping inside a steel cage against Brock Lesnar. And who knows what else you'll get.
Kurt Angle referee as well. But speaking of him, he's out there. Says, what did you expect? I'm Kurt freaking Angle. But this one means the most because of my injury. But here comes Brock Lesnar. He's like, Kurt, I was waiting for your entire rehab and now you've just flung me to the side. Angle's like, no. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it tonight. Me and you. McMahon comes up, no chance. Hey Brock, Kurt came to my office and he said, I don't want to wrestle Brock Lesnar tonight.
I'm afraid of Brock Lesnar. Don't give him the rematch.
He's like, you watch this guy. You two are going to team up. There'll be no match tonight.
You can't trust him.
Yeah, but you'll take on a team of my choosing. And at this point you're thinking, well, it's the big show. Big Show's destined to be in that match tonight. We then got a SummerSlam ad of Brock Lesnar F5 and a shark. I don't think many people could work this, but Brock Lesnar's the guy that makes this look right. Imagine Johnny Gargano running towards the sea in F5 and a shark.
No, well,
a rubber shark would beat Johnny Gargano.
Fuck, absolutely. No, this was great. You just see, it's like a Baywatch commercial or something like that. It's like, oh, shark! And then you just see Brock Lesnar as the lifeguard. Everyone's running out the water and Brock Lesnar's running in. Just picks the fucking Great White in and then hits the F5 on it. And then everyone returns to the water. Brock saved the day. All the women are like fangirling over Brock. And then someone spots a killer whale and Brock once again on the scene, ready to jump in there and lay the smackdown, pun intended. What a great wee commercial.
Yeah, but
short and sweet, entertaining, funny. And no, but see when Brock Lesnar does this, I could believe that Brock would get in the water and fucking beat up a shark. See if Johnny Gargano.
Look at Seth Rollins. Guy got beat up by a fucking nerd. And he card. I remember Brock Lesnar was on the Pat McAfee show and he was like, I fucking dare someone to do that.
Yeah.
Because they just wouldn't. Brock would fucking kill them. Anyway, moving on. Shelton Benjamin versus Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka. Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka. Rey Mysterio. Kidman and Charlie Haas, they get into it. The outside side. Rey hits the 619. But then he gets a victory roll. 1, 2, 3. Because the 619 doesn't really happen, but he rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Good night. Rey wins. I don't really think this feud between these two teams has got much legs.
No, I'm going to assume that we're getting a Billy Kidman heel turn soon.
No, yeah.
I think Billy Kidman wants that cruiserweight title.
His wee cool theme song. It's pretty cool. Anyway, Jamie Noble, he's at the hotel. He's got a cowboy hat, white boxers. He's got his wee briefcase. Tori shows up. It's like, right, what's happening here then? Tori girl, get in here. I'm a sorrow man. He's like, he's got a paddle. He's got a Lone Ranger mask. She's like, right, I'm going to the bathroom because I'm going to be sick. Up next, Chris Benoit versus Rhino. Rhino says, you know what? No, I'm not doing this. This ain't gonna happen. Because what we get instead of Rhino is Benoit versus Doink the Clown. And this was Nick Dinsmore. Now, Scott's Blog of Doom is labelling Nick Dinsmore as basically a Benoit clone in OVW. I'm going to have to strongly disagree with that. Maybe because I just associate Nick Dinsmore with being a retard, but I do not see Benoit here.
Well, no, but people have said that Nick Dinsmore was a great wrestler. That's always been the the narrative that Nick Dinsmore was amazing in the ring.
McMahon ruined him.
Aye, by giving him the Eugene character.
Nah, McMahon made him.
But I'd argue that
Nick Dinsmore brought him to life. I'll give him credit.
You could have brought Nick Dinsmore in as a serious wrestler. I doubt his career would have went anywhere.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, Benoit worked because of his intensity. His in-ring... I mean, Benoit... Nick Dinsmore was going nowhere.
See back in this era, being a good wrestler wasn't enough.
No, absolutely. But he beats him. He buries Nick Dinsmore. Doink the Clown. Rhino then says, "You don't get what you want. Good night." Anyway, Jamie Noble. It's Jamie Noble. And then the door goes. And Jamie Noble's like, "Who the fuck's that? Who's that? What is that? Room service? What's going on?" It's Nydia. You're thinking, right? Nydia's going to batter the fuck out of Jamie Noble and possibly Tori. But then she drops her house coat, reveals lingerie, sleeps with Jamie as Tori Wilson watches scared in the corner of the room. Brock then asks Angle if he talked to Vince earlier. Angle points out that he did, but the only reason he didn't want the match is because, here, why would we do it? It's a major risk, we could injure each other. We don't want to do it, man.
Last time we fought, I got a broken neck and you almost killed yourself, Brock. So, I mean, Kurt Angle at the beginning of the show, you're thinking, McMahon's lying about this guy, but then you're thinking, maybe McMahon was telling the truth.
I know, because he's got a valid point. Alright, we get Eddie Guerrero versus Tajiri. Returning Tajiri. He's been out for a month because Eddie fired him through the fucking lawnmower.
But he's getting a chance for
lawnmower.
revenge.
I keep calling it lawnmower.
Low rider.
See that Benoit series, man? I don't know how many times Chavel's rocked up in the lawnmower instead of the lowrider. Although I feel like Chavel deserves to drive the lawnmower instead of the lowrider.
Latino.
Driving the lawnmower to fucking Death Valley to Undertaker's door.
Eddie Guerrero gets the win over Tajiri. Some more lying.
What about Tajiri hiding in the boot? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Guerrero's like, why the fuck's my hydraulics not working? He then gets out, looks in the boot to try and fix it. Tajiri sprays him with the mist. Eddie says he can't see. You've got the officials holding up fingers. Many fingers have we got? And then Eddie says to the referee, "Tell this guy I can't see the 3 fingers that he's holding up." So Eddie can see all along. And then the referee makes this announcement that if Eddie doesn't wrestle, he'll get stripped of the title. So, yeah, Eddie then uses water to get rid of the mist. And then later on, after the ref gets hit with the mist, Eddie uses water to wake him up. So he can count the 3 after Eddie hits the frog splash, because he realises that water is the cure for the mist. Now Taz kind of made it as if this was like a massive find here that Eddie Guerrero came up with. I'd say it would be pretty obvious if you got like something in your eyes. The go-to thing probably would be water to flush it out, but
yeah, I can't think of another thing you'd use, Taz. But Taz is pretty fucking slow.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have to say that. But here, decent match, US title match. Can't really complain. Right, I'll complain about this. We got like a confidential video on Sack Gown, and it just went on and on and on and on. It's like, we get it.
Sad, guy lost his leg, lost a lot
It
of
wasn't
his
as bad
friends.
as Brother Love thing on fucking Vengeance, and yeah, well, you say he lost a lot of his friends. Everyone in the war died. So I mean that fucking sucks. But he takes on Shannon Moore up next. Tell you what, man, decent theme for Sack Gown. But he loses.
Shannon Moore wins, but it was close.
Aye, and only
And I think
Matt Hardy.
Yeah, Shannon Moore, I think, would have been kicked out of the Mattitude group here had he lost this match. Then Matt gets in the ring afterwards and just beats the shit out of Sack Gowan. Wee bit uncalled for, and Shannon Moore just left. So maybe Shannon Moore didn't approve of Matt's actions.
I tell you what, though. See Sack Gowan. See, for a guy that's got one leg and he's built like a fucking matchstick, I think he's actually a very good worker.
No, absolutely.
And he's got no right I mean, he's got no right to be this good for a guy with one leg and no build and like not many years. Like, he doesn't come across as a guy to me. It's green.
Did we address Rhino basically telling Benoit
Yeah.
don't get? I know you. I think you went into a tangent about Nick Dunsmore.
No, I did it afterwards.
Oh,
but
fair enough, right.
Yeah, you sunned it. You were Doink the Clown land. But see Sack Guyon, man, I know there hasn't really been many, but I think Sack Guyon wrestles as good as someone with one leg could wrestle, and I think that's the highest compliment you can give him.
No, absolutely. I mean, how much better could you really expect him to be? Now, I'll be honest. His offense is pretty much all drop kicks.
But what else would it be?
But what else can you do, really? See, when you've got one leg, do you really expect this guy to be...
Picking Big Show up with
and doing
his
suplexes and shit like that?
No, because you need weight.
And also...
You can't have too much weight,
It'll be simply hard for this guy to balance himself with one leg. So, the majority of this guy's... 99% of this guy's offense, right, is fucking super kicks or drop kicks. And that's acceptable when you're Sack Guyon. Look at the roster today. I mean, like, look at Jey Uso. Jey Uso's offense is 99% super kicks. What's his excuse? He's got 2 fucking functioning legs. Sack Guyon's only got 1. So anyway, I respect Sack Guyon.
Right, John Cena comes out, basically says that Undertaker and Orlando Jordan are gay together, and Taker's taking time off because he's taking it up the ass. But yeah, I mean... This is still funny if you're in 2003, but I think it's even funnier now knowing what Orlando Jordan goes on to be. Extremely
Taker's
good.
butt buddy.
Yeah, but Cena wins, hits the FU. I mean, it was fun enough. It was entertaining. Billy Gunn rocks up at the hotel door. Tell you what, I think Billy. Do you know how Billy Gunn just shows you like how big wrestlers really are when he rocks up at a hotel door?
Yeah, because like Jamie Noble, who might be small for a wrestler, but I guarantee you Jamie Noble would still look like a decent sized guy if you seen him in real life. He opens the door and like Billy Gunn's like fucking towering over him. Billy Gunn looked like he was fucking Big Cheese for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, so Nydia and Jamie Noble jump back into bed. We then cut back later.
It shows you like Tori and Billy Gunn like looking on, trying to get a different angle, cranking their necks to see what's happening.
McMahon loves this shit.
Yeah, and you hear Jamie and Nydia making sound effects. Then we cut back later on to them, and all 4 of them fucking sharing the bed. It was like weird as fuck. How did Jamie Noble start the night supposedly getting to sleep with Tori Wilson, and halfway through he's sharing a bed with Billy Gunn, a guy who used to fucking suck it with Chuck, it with suck it, sucked it with Chuck it. Suck it, chuck it.
Sucked it with Chucky. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Either pretty gay there. Rocked it with Rico.
Woo.
Got Billy's Willie.
But yeah, no.
Non-say Noble? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know why Noble.
Nonchalant Noble? I will really.
Well, why is Noble acting like he's hit the jackpot tonight? Honestly, I felt I'm not gonna say.
Maybe he wanted Billy the entire time.
Yeah, I know, but I did
Billy
feel like
fucked him
I
up
got,
the
I gotta
ass.
be honest. I did feel like a segment. These segments were fucking retarded. It's like, why did Jamie Noble decide just because Nydia fucking was wearing something that he liked? Why did he decide? Oh, that's a win. All of a sudden, I mean, he can sleep with Nydia anytime he wants. I mean, the guy was willing to pay $75,000, $100,000 to sleep with Tori. But then Nydia takes her house.
Well, I guess it's the it's like the small print. I guess Tori Wilson did sleep with Jamie Noble. They're in the same bed. That's what they'll try and spin next week. But Billy Gunn also slept with him, so you won at what cost, Billy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just showed you they're 4 feet in the bed and they're all laughing, pissed. It's kind of funny, like, I mean, it is retarded at the end of the day. Right, Brock comes in to see Vince. He's like, right, the match is on. You want that match? I'll give you it.
You got it.
You got it, pal. I'm going to make a phone call. Sable comes out. Stephanie's a pussycat. I'm the dominant female. She's like, I won. Thank you, A-Train. Thanks, Vince. Here's the team for tonight. It's A-Train and the Big Show. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle taking on A-Train and Big Show. Right, Brock looks $1,000,000. See how easy Brock just fucking suplexes, picks these guys up like they're nothing, man. And they're not nothing. They're big ass fucking guys. Hits him with the F5, but then Angle tags himself in and gets the pin. I mean, I don't think Angle taking the pin here's that bad, because what I would say is Angle would have got to the pin quicker than Brock did, and your objective's to win the match, but I can see why Brock took it bad.
No, absolutely, but kind of is leading, or it looks like it's leaning towards Kurt Angle turning heel here.
Yes, but the reality is, I think everything Angle's doing is innocent, and it's just going to turn Brock heel, which is the smart. That's good writing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look,
they couldn't do that.
I mean, at the start of the night, it looked like Angle was being cowardly, whereas in reality, maybe he genuinely was thinking about his health and Brock's health. And then in this match, looks like Angle, is being selfish by stealing the win, but maybe he truly did feel like Brock wasn't really in a position straight away to capitalise and get the pin, so therefore he tagged himself in, and he was, right place, right time. So, yeah, at the end of the day, though, Brock's not happy. He thinks Angle stole the win. He knows that Angle still got his championship, so Brock then lifts Angle up and hits him with the F5. And then we get McMahon come out. McMahon likes what he's seen for Brock Lesnar, and he makes the announcement that next week they're not going to be in the steel cage alone, because they're going to be getting joined by your friend, the guy that you just dropped on his head with the F5, Kurt Angle. And
Brock's fucked. He's like, oh shit. I mean, what a match, man. Brock Lesnar versus Vince McMahon, Kurt Angle, and then just throw in the steel cage. And here, if that's not enough for you, John Cena versus The Undertaker. I'll be there for the 6th of August or 7th of August show, whatever it is. We're steamrolling towards SummerSlam. But like we said earlier, probably one of the weaker SmackDowns. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
That's what I'm giving it as well. 6 out of 10. It was decent. It was good. I liked it. But we've seen better in recent weeks and months. So
absolutely.